have with me here two bottles filled with different substances, filled with different liquids. This is a bottle with a clean water, and this is a bottle with a muddy water. Now, if I ask you to choose one to drink, which one would you pick? Of course, the clean one. Now, let me ask you another question. Did either of these bottles choose what was poured into them? Did they choose what was poured into them? No. This clean bottle didn't choose to receive water. The muddy bottle didn't choose to receive dirty water. So someone else poured it in. Now think about your own life. Did you choose the family you were born into? Did you choose the neighborhood where you grew up? Did you choose your parents? Did you choose your tribe? Did you choose your country's economy? Did you choose your childhood experiences? No. See, much of what was poured into your life was not your choice. See, some people were born into love, others into violence, some into wealth, others into poverty. You see, some were encouraged every day, others were told they would never amount to anything. See, life didn't pour the same thing into every bottle, which is not fair at all. Now, I'm pretending it is fair doesn't help anyone at all. But here's the question that changes everything. Must the muddy bottle remain muddy forever? No. Imagine I begin pouring water into this muddy bottle, not once, not twice, but every single day. What happens? At first, nothing seems to change. The water is still there, and if you looked at it after one pour, you might even conclude, oh, this isn't working. But I don't stop. I keep pouring day after day, little by little. The dirty water begins to leave. Eventually, the bottle that once held this muddy water now becomes clean. Not because the past changed, but because something new entered consistently. Now think about that. Your mind also works the same way. Many of us are carrying thoughts that were poured into our lives. I'm not smart enough. People like me never succeed. I'm just unlucky. My family has always struggled. I will never recover from my mistakes. But the tragedy is that many people think those thoughts are their own, but they aren't. Someone poured them in. Sometimes it was parents, sometimes teachers, sometimes society, sometimes failure, sometimes heartbreak, sometimes repeated disappointments. And after hearing those messages long enough, you stop questioning them. You simply accept them as truth. But here's something worth reflecting on. Just because a thought has lived in your mind for years, it doesn't mean it deserves to stay there. Some thoughts are simply old lies that you've become familiar with. Let me tell you about the greatest prison. People often think prison has bars. Sometimes it does, but the strongest prisons have no walls. They are built with beliefs. A person who believes I can never succeed will stop trying long before life even stops them. A person who believes no one will ever listen to me may never even speak. A person who believes I'm too old may never begin. Notice something. The prison wasn't outside, it was inside. The belief became stronger than reality. Now ask yourself, what have you accepted about yourself that you never stopped to examine? Who told you that you're not good enough? Who convinced you that your background determines your future? Who taught you that failure means you're finished? And more importantly, were they right? Or have you simply believed them for so long that they feel true? Those are two different things. Here's what changes life. People often pray for God to change their circumstances, but many times the first thing that needs changing is their thinking. Because if you pour clean water into a dirty glass or a dirty bottle for just one day, very little changes. But if you keep pouring a good book, a wise mentor, a new skill, a healthy friendship, better habits, truth instead of lies, responsibilities instead of excuses, courage instead of fear, day after day, month after month, year after year, eventually your thinking, it changes. And when your thinking changes, your decision also changes. And when your decision change, your habits will also be transformed. When your habits are transformed, your life begins to change gradually. Now, one final thought. Never ever confuse what was poured into you with who you are. You are not your upbringing. You are not your failure. You are not your disappointment. You are not every insult that someone spoke over your life. Those things may explain where you've been, but they do not have to decide where you are going. So before you leave today, ask yourself this one question. What am I still believing that I never choose, but I still have the power to replace? Because the quality of your future depends in large part on what you keep pouring into your mind from this day forward. The bottle can change, But the question is, what are you pouring into it today?